It breaks my heart. Nah, it really fucking breaks my heart that there's people out there that don't believe in us. Speedy, they don't believe in us. This shit breaks my fucking heart. Nah, it's fucking crazy. If you really think about it, like it's actually humans that don't believe in us. Shame on them.
How could they?
Shame on these motherfuckers. God did. God did. Hey, what's good? What's good, Derpy? Oh my God. Derpy, I'm not gonna lie, you be talking out your ass. I had no voice for 2 weeks. I had no voice for 2 weeks, dog. I still sound like shit. I sound raspy as fuck right now. You talking out your ass. I know it's I had to pop up because I'm about to be gone for another week, but I had no voice for 2 weeks, dog. I wasn't sick. I just had no voice. What was the point of me coming on here with no voice? I would have sounded crazy. I would have sounded crazy. And you know what's funny? Anybody else would have done the same shit. Anybody else would have done the same shit. Pop out like a legendary Pokemon, just talking about their team. It's not. First of all, how is it glazed when it's my team? How is it glazed when it's my team? I think you got to go look up how to use these words again. I think you got to look up how to use these words again. Derpy, what's good? No, bro. I don't know if you can hear. I sound terrible still. I sound terrible. I sound like complete shit. But guess what though? We're champions, baby. What's good? Man, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit right now. We don't give a fuck about none of the parade ain't even happened. You talk about it's over. Greek Freak going to Boston. Ain't shit over. Ain't shit over. Cause peep, that motherfucker don't even play until the second round. That motherfucker played one game in the playoff. But anyway, it's not even about that. It's not about Boston. It's not about the Spurs. It's not about anybody else but the New York Knicks. You see how quick people just everybody trying to fast forward to next season already. Everybody trying to fast forward to next season already. We got all summer. Y'all gonna be hearing us talking shit all summer long. Man, I'm happy. Man, everybody, hey, listen. I genuinely, I was speechless. I'll be honest with you. I was so speechless during the game, during the final moments. Listen, bro, we won game 5. Game 5 was over, right? Like the reporters was coming on the court. They were trying to talk to Brunson and Cat and everybody. I swear to God, I'm sitting there watching we still gonna lose, right? We could still lose, right? We can still lose. That paranoia as a Knicks fan is so fucking real, bro. It's so real. We've and you know, I know we talk about it as if we're the only ones dealing with it, but you know, any fan base that's dealt with a long losing streak, a long drought, knows what I'm talking about. Where it feels like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And for everything to go right, I never thought I would see a Knicks championship in my lifetime. That's just the honest to God truth. I never thought in my lifetime that we would see a championship from my New York Knicks. And listen, I was at the Yankees parade in '09. We skipped school. I told all my teachers, I was like, hey, listen. I was like, check this out. I'm not going to be in school. I told them straight up in 2009. I was like, I'm not going to be in school. And little old me thought they would excuse it because it should have been a fucking citywide holiday. But guess who got a absence counted on their shit? Me. And that was unbelievable. I used to watch damn near all the Yankee games. I used to watch a lot of baseball. And I haven't watched very much in the years after, and especially now. And I was so proud and happy for that Yankees parade. It doesn't even begin to, I can't even begin to describe to you guys how it actually feels for your team in your sport. Right, I really enjoyed the Yankees. Baseball was really cool. It was great, but it wasn't my sport. Right, basketball is my sport, and to see your team in your sport win a championship in the fashion that they did, right? 72% of the NBA Finals, the Spurs had the lead, and they won one game. In the fashion that we won that finals, which was a complete 180 from the way we were winning the second and the third round of the playoffs, where we was just 4-0, 4-0, blowing everybody the fuck out. It's unbelievable to see how that actually played out. And I gotta admit, man, like, I had my doubts. I mean, y'all know, y'all been with me for the journey. I don't really like. I try to watch with an objective lens, right? I try to watch the game and critique the game, and be objective about it, right? I really do try. I really do try. And I know that I've had my doubts about this team. Jalen Brunson, just off of pure statistics, right? Like I'm aware of that. And for them to come out and win that way, it's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I need to pull up where? What are you talking about? Oh, I need to pull up. Like to New York. Where you think I'm gonna be? Where you think I'm about to be? Where you think I'm about to be at the end of this week? What you mean? What? Oh, I've been seeing you've been streaming a little bit. Yeah, I peep. I peep. Um, but man, I like, this is the happiest I've been. It's the happiest I've ever seen my dad. Like, holy shit, we did it. Like, we did it. And the to me, the most beautiful thing about this, and we'll get to some of the bullshit in a little bit. You need to pull up on stream, like, share it. What are you talking about, bro? We're not gonna go through Instagram reels right now, Derpy. Like, this is not the place for that. You got to know the time and place. We're not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull up Instagram reels, but what was I saying? Cause listen, man, we've been celebrating, we've been happy. It's been crazy. Like I woke up the following day, and I swear to God, I couldn't believe it still. I woke up the following day. I woke up Sunday, and I couldn't believe it. I genuinely could not believe it. No, I get it's positive, but let's no, I get it, Derpy. I get it. But let's get in the stream. Let's kick it real quick. The way that the Knicks brought the entire city together, the way that the Knicks brought decades of players together was really, really beautiful. I've been watching basketball a long time, and you don't see that often. Fan bases are rowdy, fan bases get together, for their team. But the way that the Knicks brought together the entire city, and you saw different eras of players, all the way to Walt Clyde Frazier, everybody's coming in together. Like that championship was for everybody. That championship, Melo damn near got a ring because of what just happened. Every heartbreak, every loss, every time we thought we had something but didn't, like it really felt like that championship, this championship is for all of us. And it's a crazy feeling. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm tweaking, but like I can't explain what that feeling is for me, coming from a team that every opportunity we weren't supposed to have, every chance we weren't supposed to get it. And the fact that we got a little he not even 6'2". That he barely 6 foot. Brunson barely 6 foot tall. Like the fact that that's the person that led us with a cast of players that's not the most sought after players in the NBA. Wow. Jalen Brunson taking that pay cut, the $110 million pay cut that even I criticized that pay cut, right? Because this wasn't guaranteed. For him to take that pay cut and everybody follow suit and actually get a title, it's unbelievable. What's good, Bruce? Hey, Bruce. Hey, listen, man. Listen, bro. I've had no voice for 2 weeks. I still sound like shit. I sound like a fucking 80s soul singer. I sound like I should be singing the blues right now. I still sound like shit, and it's about to be worse by the end of the week. But congrats, you were concerned about Cat a couple months ago. He had 2 points in the last game. But I digress. And not for nothing, Bruce. A lot of credit goes to him and this coaching staff for that different play style that they had. Right? They had he became a different player, and not for nothing. He had a phenomenal game 1 and 2. I thought he was unbelievable in games 1 and 2. But today's not the day to talk about his flaws, man. We got the job done. He was exactly who Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks needed in order to win a championship, and he came out big for us. And everybody on this team did, from Jose Alvarado to Landry Shamet was on a heater. Mikal Bridges was solid. OG Anunoby, to me, until that last game, was the MVP. OG Anunoby to me was the MVP of the finals up until that last game. He's phenomenal, unbelievable. The game winner at the end of game 4. I mean, like, you can't make this shit up. And Brunson ended up averaging fucking 32, and you can't take that MVP away from him after that. But my God, like, we got it from everybody. Mitchell Robinson was great in his spots. Like, everybody did what they had to do. Josh Hart is Josh Hart through and through. I can't believe that we did that, man. No Cat, no Chip. His presence was a factor against Cat. You know, I think the big thing about Cat is Wemby have to guard him. Right? You can't just leave him alone. He gonna dot your eyes with a 3 and pump fake, drive. You know, Cat. I mean, we've said it here before. It's not for lack of talent or skill, right? It's never been for lack of talent or skill when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns, right? There's certain things we critique, but we've never said he's trash. At least I've never said he's trash, right? Yeah, fuck them picks, right, Bruce? Fuck them picks. Yeah, fuck them picks. Hey man, listen, I've been smiling ear to ear. I can't even like like I don't even I didn't know this what it felt like to have your team win a championship. I genuinely did not know that this could feel that good. I woke up Sunday morning and told my dog we are champions. I won. Because it really did feel like I won. It really, really did feel like I won. And like everybody had a part, man. This guy Brunson closing games out. It was the most spectacular. It was the most spectacular thing that I've seen. And the big key, right? You know, there's this saying that some people say that winning is a habit, right? Winning is winning is a habit. It's a lifestyle. It's to win is something that goes a little bit beyond just the playing the basketball game, if that makes a little bit of sense to y'all. And we have a collection of guys that just know how to win. Right? These guys just know how to win basketball games. I mean, Brunson is very evident from high school to college and now to NBA. You know, you got his boys with him that won in college. Jose Alvarado won in college. Excuse me. OG Anunoby, despite not playing, won in 2019. Like, we have a collection of guys that have won at different levels and different scenarios. Like, I think that means something, right? When things get tough, and we'll get into some of the games in a little bit, like when things get tough, man, these guys knew exactly what to do to try to pull off a victory. And it just showed. It just showed. That OG put in was legendary. It's legendary. It was legendary. I'm happy for you. I see someone said this is the beginning of a dynasty. Agree. Listen, I'm not going to jump out the window, right? I'm still the fan where I understand that the Spurs were winning for 72% of the NBA Finals. I'm not delusional, right? The reason Game 4 was so scary was not that I didn't have confidence that we could win Game 5, but the way the games had gone, if we lost Game 4, more than likely we would have been down in San Antonio by the end of the first quarter in Game 5, and then shit gets spooky, right? And so I'm not going to pretend like those things didn't happen. I'm not going to act like those things didn't happen. But I do think that we have a team that knows how to win. And that goes a really long way. And we have this is a really talented league. It's a really talented league. Like I'll get to the Spurs in just 1 second. I don't think it's that easy. There's been 8 champions in the last 8 years, and I don't think that's an accident. Dynasty, we'll see. But this shit means something for us New Yorkers and New York Knicks fans. Like, this really, really does mean something. Your GM has goated that Alvarado trade was a steal. Wasn't it massive? What a massive deal. I was shocked it was fired, but Mike Brown was good. He was unbelievable, man. Like, again, to flip what Karl Anthony Towns does from a pick and pop guy to they're using him more in DHOs. He's handling the basketball. He's making plays and passes. There is all hats off to this team, man. All hats off to this team. The unbelievable. I want to get to the Spurs, and right? Because I was obviously hate watching. I was hate watching, right? I was hate watching. Even though, you know, y'all have been around, y'all know that I think Wemby's really good, right? There's flaws to his game, especially his offense, but he's an unbelievable player, right? Whether you like some of the things he does or not, like, unbelievable basketball player. I was trying my best to really hate on Dylan Harper. And it was only for this series because that guy is unbelievable. Right? Dylan Harper is what's going to give them, talking about the Spurs, the opportunity now to solidify their wings or their front court. And they're more than likely they're probably going to get a power forward or something along those lines. But this guy, Dylan Harper, my fellow Filipino, like, he is an unbelievable basketball player. And it was on full display in the playoffs. The fact that he's a rookie doing the things that he was doing, the way he was trying to bother Jalen Brunson. There was a moment him and Jalen Brunson were getting into it, and the camera caught Dylan Harper, like, just peeking over. Like what's he saying? He, like, kind of smirked because he knows what he's doing. That's some vet shit. That's some vetty shit what Dylan Harper was doing on the basketball floor. And some of that you just can't teach, right? The fact that he's already knows how to kind of play these mind games on top of being a really good basketball player, that goes a long way. And I think when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs, like, this team is a scary, scary team moving forward. Their offense really failed them, right? We'll get into some a little bit more nitty gritty stuff when it comes to these games, but their offense really failed them. And it goes right back to my criticism of Wemby and the Spurs this entire year, which is they have this unbelievable defense and they have a solid offense. They have a collection of really talented players that can get it done offensively. But in terms of their cohesion on offense, knowing what they're going to get into when times get rough, specifically for Wemby, knowing what shots, what type of shots, where he's going to be on the floor, those things for them aren't even hashed out. And I think that's why when the game started getting really tight and the Knicks are making a comeback, like, the Knicks know what they're gonna do, right? The Knicks know what they're gonna do. They're either gonna isolate Brunson or they're gonna play high pick and roll, and Brunson knows what to do. More importantly, Brunson knows what he's gonna do and what he's gonna try to get into. Wemby don't. Right? Whether it's you got to catch it in the mid post, face up, pump fake, whatever, he needs to figure that out. And the sooner he figures that out as an individual, the sooner their offense as a team will be more efficient, especially down the stretch, because he's going to open things up. And so I think that's really where this kind of got fucked up for them, right? Because now they're just relying on their defense against a guy that knows how to score in the clutch, against a team that knows how to win in the clutch. And if you can't score back and really put some pressure on them, that makes it really tough on your team, especially when you have this 7'4" guy on the floor, right? If that guy's not able to get easy buckets, he's not getting the shots that he wants, it makes it tough for the rest of the team. And I think that's a huge part as to why they really choked this series. Fox needs to be traded. IQ is low. Harper is a student of the game. His parents really know the game. Yeah, his mom's done a phenomenal job with him, man, for sure. Fox and coach failed them. Wemby should be paint Wemby, not perimeter Wemby. There was something else that I saw. Iman Shumpert was talking about it. How in game 5, I thought Fox was checked out. He didn't have a great series. Plus the mistake at the end of the game, right? Yes, he could have dribbled the ball out, but I do understand in the moment you've gotten layups and fast breaks millions of times. He really just thought he could get that. But what you on about, Derpy? What you on about? Bruce, look at this dude just to go. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna stop. What the fuck am I supposed to do, bro? What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Because we having a conversation here. We having a motherfucking, you could read, right, motherfucker? You could read, right? You could read. We having a back and forth. We not even talking about my team, motherfucker. But you want to jump in? Oh, look at this dude glow. Shut the fuck up. How about that one? How about shut your ass up? Yeah, but you've been doing it for too long, bro. You've been doing it for too long. I told you that one other time. I told you about that one other time. Like, let me get my shit off. God damn. You motherfuckers over here cook me all the time. Like, this is my time to glow. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself, bro. I swear to God. You rage baiting, but now I respond. Now it's not cool. Yeah, that's how all these young cats be. You can rage bait, but I can't respond. You know how fucking stupid that sounds? All these kids want to be rage baiting people, but when somebody responds, it's like, oh, chill out. The fuck? Actual child, bro. Actual child. Like, we dead ass having a conversation. And we was talking about the Spurs. Listen, I'm going to start putting motherfuckers in their place. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to start putting motherfuckers in their place. Some motherfuckers be getting comfortable, bro. Some motherfuckers be getting real comfortable. But I do think they're going to trade De'Aaron Fox. I really do think they're going to trade De'Aaron Fox. They got 2 unbelievable guards. They have 2 unbelievable guards. But I will say, when it comes to Castle, him in late game situations with Castle, he got to figure out. Because as much as Wemby is the one to blame for the turnover in was that game 2? That was game 2, right? The turnover when he threw it off when Wemby threw it off Castle's back. I think that was game 2. As much as that was Wemby's fault, because Wemby didn't want the basketball either, you are the point guard. you should be looking for the basketball so you could bring it up and try to set something up. So I think Castle really got to figure that out. There was another time in game 4, he got the ball on the right wing. He bobbled the shit. Like, he don't want the basketball at the end of the game. And so I think that dynamic they got to figure out. But then they also have the other guy and Dylan Harper, who this guy ain't scared to have the basketball. So those two guys will allow this San Antonio Spurs team to have the flexibility to go and get other talent and get even bigger as a squad. And so I still think Fox is a good player. I still think he's a good player, and I think he could still contribute to another team. But he's definitely in like a weird spot right now because I think his confidence is kind of shot. He left the situation where he was the main guy into a new situation where he's obviously not the guy. A couple mistakes later, like when players' confidence gets shot, we've talked about this a lot. When players' confidence gets shot, it could really mess up their game and it could really make them look a lot worse than they actually are. And so I gotta, we'll see what happens with Fox, but I agree with you. I do think they're gonna try to trade him. Knicks have had a lot of heartbreaks. I don't mind if he glows. That's his channel and this is right. Just real quick too, Bruce. Correct me if I'm wrong. I take it a lot from y'all, and I don't ever say a word. Do I not? Y'all make fun of my Knicks. Y'all make fun of me. I don't ever say anything. I don't say shit. I don't say shit. I don't say shit. But shout out to the Spurs. That was for a 4-1, that was a close series. For a 4-1, that was a close series, and I will always remember being at the edge of my seat, really not knowing how the game is gonna end up. Right, the outcome of every game was not guaranteed the way it was in the last 2 rounds before that. Right. So shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Those guys, they did their thing. They did their thing. And I think the future is really bright for that team. They got one of the best young players in the NBA. And they got another one. First of all, they cheating. They got Castle, they got Wemby Castle, and now they got Dylan Harper 3 years in a row. That's cheating. That's cheating. Some people call it good scouting. That's cheating. That's straight up cheating. But, before we get to the celebration, I will say, I don't condone, and what was it? Game 3 that we lost. Yeah, game 3 that we lost. The first game in New York when the president was at the game. Probably the reason why we lost the game, to be honest with you. I did not like seeing people get jumped. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm a New Yorker. I tell everybody where I'm from, no matter what. I love my city. I love the people in it. I love how I grew up. I love everything about New York. That was not okay. And listen, I totally get it. There's a lot of bandwagoners, and that's fine. It's a part of it. But there was a lot of motherfuckers that just started watching the Knicks during the middle of the playoffs during our run. And I truly believe that it was those people that was out there causing a ruckus, that was out there destroying shit, that's out there fighting people. That shit's not okay. And you know why? Because one, your ass didn't even play in the game to be that mad. You didn't even play in the game to be that mad at somebody. First and foremost. Two, I was at the Yankees parade in 2009. We beat the Phillies that year, right? It was 4-2. Beat the Phillies in the World Series. At the parade, there was a guy in a Phillies jersey. We were talking shit to him. They were yelling at him, making fun of him, everything. But guess what didn't happen? Nobody touched him. Nobody got into a fight with him. Nothing. So I would expect the same thing, and clearly that wasn't necessarily the case. And that I was more so than the loss in game 3. I was really disappointed in that. Right? You can't be a sore loser. Right? You can't be happy and gloat and be excited to win and then also be a sore loser, right? And so that I did not like at all. And then you fast forward to a Spurs team that didn't shake our motherfucking hands after the game. I get there was some shit happening. I totally get it. Listen, I get egg got thrown at Wemby. That was really fucking accurate, by the way. Do I condone it? No. But that was a really great throw. He was accurate as fuck. But you got to shake the players' hands. That's just point blank, period. You got to shake them hands. Like, the funny shit is, Anthony Edwards was getting killed for congratulating the other team and shaking their hands. And I get it, there was 6-7 minutes left or whatever the fuck it was. Excuse me. We got to condemn these guys for not shaking. At the end of the championship, y'all not shaking hands? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's some sore loser shit. And then when we want to get on the stand talking about, oh yeah, well, we were dominating. We dominated. You lost 4-1, buddy. You lost 4-1. You should have shook their fucking hands, took your ass beating like a man, and walked off. So that was really disappointing to see out of the Spurs, man. I really, I think I typically would characterize Wemby as like a classy individual, and that was just not a classy moment. I don't know if that's just youth. Maybe they didn't have a vet that could show them the right way to do things and go about it. But I felt like that should have went totally different in my opinion. They're not really Knicks fans, just thugs that wanted to cause chaos. No, truthfully, I really believe that. I really do believe that was a majority of those people that were on screen, that we see destroying shit. And then the what's worse is I seen a video of one guy trying to stop them from destroying stuff, and then they ended up jumping him too. And I'm like, what are we doing, man? Like we supposed to be celebrating. Like we supposed to be celebrating. They have places you can go to destroy stuff. If you got to get that out of your system, there's places you could do that. Right? Like you fucking up people that got to go to work, people that are working, like y'all fucking it up for people. And mind you, I know people got arrested. I'm sure more people will get arrested, as they should, because that's not what this shit's about, right? In a way, it kind of takes away from it, but I think overall, a majority of the people are going about this the right way, and a lot of us are just really happy and excited, and it's a joyous mood and vibe that we're in, and that's really all it is, man. If I'm the Knicks, I use that not shaking hand as an MJ moment, taking it personally, as they should. The playoff show Wemby character, he's a sore loser and winner. Yeah, and I think what's getting exposed with Wemby, some people might hate it, some people might think it's smart. He's built up this persona, this image of being the nice guy, right? He's the nice guy, he's the gentleman, he reads books, he sleeps early, all of these little characteristics, all these little tidbits that create this image of Victor Wembanyama. He uses it to allow himself to get away with some bullshit on the floor. The way he shoved Brunson in the back of the neck, the elbow on Naz Reid. Wemby's a dirty basketball player. I'm just gonna put it point blank, period. Now, I love the game of basketball, and so I know and I'm aware that that's part of the game, especially when it comes to bigs, right? And so I get it. If you're gonna play that role, if you're gonna be that person, you'd rather have a reputation of being a good guy rather than the Draymond Green reputation. And now everybody's watching everything that you're doing, right? Wemby is at a point right now where everyone is excusing a lot of it or brushing it off or looking the other way or whatever you want to call it. But I do think the evidence is starting to pile up and the grumblings are getting a little bit louder as to who he is as a player. And Mitch got him the game after, right? Mitch got him the game after that Brunson bullshit. I would have done it the same game. But I think it's going to be important moving forward for the Spurs to get an enforcer, because Wemby can't keep doing that and keep getting away with it, right? At some point, people are going to retaliate. At some point, someone going to put him on his ass. And the way he moves, he could get hurt. Somebody could put him in a really bad spot and he could potentially get hurt because he did some shit first. And so that's something to watch moving forward, because I think, like I said, he has that reputation of being a good guy, of being a nice person. And so he's going to keep using that. But I also think that it showed a little bit, right, that he can be a little bit of a dirty basketball player. And he definitely tries to hide and get away with some of the bullshit. I mean, we've talked about the Thunder. They get away with physicality. The Spurs were for sure getting away with physicality. They're a defensive team, right? They're a known defensive team. And I think that's part of it. But I hope that he gets checked, right? Because one, he really shouldn't be the one doing that, right? Because now you put yourself in a position to get flagrant fouls, to miss games, when you're a huge part of not just the defense, but also the offense. So the Spurs can't afford to have that happen consistently. But I think his emotion showed. I think he's a very emotional person. You could see the way he cries after games, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but it shows with the elbow to read. Like all of these little things are slowly, it's coming to the surface when it comes to Wemby. And so I think for me, it was such a contrast between him versus someone like Jalen Brunson, where it feels like nothing ever gets to him. He don't say much back to people. When he does, it's funny. Every time Brunson is yelling at somebody, he looks like a father disciplining their kid. Anytime he go at the referees, any other player, he looks like a father disciplining their kids. And I can't believe it, man. I'm sitting here right now. We've already planned. We planned when we're gonna go back to New York. We'll probably head back tomorrow. Get there for the parade. It's funny because we had to go back anyway next weekend. I was really hoping the parade would have happened like today or tomorrow. Because I would have drove out yesterday. What was that? Yeah, I would have drove out yesterday. And so I can't believe that I'm gonna in my lifetime I'll be able to attend Yankee Parade, which happened in 2009, and now a Knicks parade in 2026. It is unbelievable. It really does make all of the losses, all of the heartbreak, what happened to Melo all those years Felt like we didn't have enough talent. The 1 year we got it, then Amari wants to go punch the fire extinguisher glass or whatever the fuck he did. Lacerations in his hand. The Stephon Marbury version of the Knicks. All of it. All of it. It really does make it feel worth it. As sappy and as cheesy as that fucking sounds, it really does make it feel worth it to have gone through all that stuff and to really value winning, right? Because I think sometimes some of these organizations like the Lakers, they're like, we gonna win. They're like, we gonna win. And that's gotta be a great feeling. But like, to get that weight off of your shoulders, and obviously it's not even us as fans, right? But to kind of feel that is a crazy feeling. The Brunson Hart podcast is gonna be booming. It really is. And I think the beautiful thing about this team is, like we said earlier, they've won high school, especially Brunson, high school, college, and now in the NBA. They're gonna celebrate. They're gonna do their thing. I know we're seeing people go on live and whatnot. How Mikal Bridges is having some infamous lives right now. But I think that this team, because they've gone through that process and know what that feels like, they also know what it feels like to lock back in and get back to the mission. And I think they'll enjoy this. But I think they'll still be one of the best teams in the league, and until somebody knocks us off, shit, we're the fucking champions, man. And that's just until next June. That's just is what it is, right? Until somebody knock us out, we are the NBA champions, and that's just point blank, period. Listen, man, I still I still can't believe it. Let's see. Can we see the OG tipping? That's got to be one of the greatest Knicks clips of all time.
There's nothing like.
Let's see. We gotta witness this together, y'all, because I could not believe it. And he got the block also. That's the other part in this that's fucking insane. And he got the block.
Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The chip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106.
Cat hugged him like
three.
like thanks,
Shot
Dad.
no good. The chip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. The one that inbounded, nobody guarded him, and he went.
I was not mad at this Brunson shot at all.
Right to the rim. Perfect timing. But now the Spurs have a chance with San Antonio.
Well, listen, with Victor Wembanyama, obviously the rim roll is a problem because of his length. You've got a cleft foot. He can also just step back and shoot a clean shot at 7'5" as well.
Remember, there's no goaltending on an inbounds play.
Unbelievable. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. I mean, I was saying all along, I've been saying that as long as OG's healthy, he is a huge factor for us. And I think Jalen Brunson has also proven, because as with the Becky Hammond response, right? The stat is still the stat when it comes to smaller players, but there are exceptions. And clearly, this guy, Jalen Brunson, is an exception. And it takes a very special player and human being, right? It's funny because, I think right now, if you ask, Steph would probably be the poster child for that smaller guard who leads his team to a championship, having 4 under his belt, right? And the way they kind of go about their business is kind of similar, right? They're both humble, but you could also tell extremely confident. Relatively quiet, in my opinion. And I think, Steph Curry obviously celebrates on the court a lot more than Brunson does. But there are, to me, a lot of similarities in that sense. And I think what that shows to me more than anything is their leadership qualities, right? They are people that other people want to follow. And when you have a leader that can not only lead by example, but also perform, also sacrifice when they need to, it breeds a team that can be really great, right? Because I think the 100 million is really similar to the same way the Warriors kind of brought in Kevin Durant, and that sacrifice that Steph Curry and the rest of those guys had to make in order to make that work and bring Kevin Durant into the fold. And I think Jalen Brunson, that sacrifice that he made to get these guys on the team and to really strengthen the roster, it's the same thing in my opinion. And when you have leaders that are willing to do that, it creates great teams. I do wonder, right? I do wonder, because of what Jalen Brunson did, I wonder how many stars are going to take big pay cuts, right? I wonder how many stars are going to leave room on the table for these organizations to be able to make roster moves, trades, signings to make their team better after seeing what Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks have done. I also wonder if, because of what Jalen Brunson and the Knicks have done, if it's going to attract other players to now come to the Knicks. Because clearly, winning for the New York Knicks means a fucking lot. It means a lot to the people of New York. It means a lot to that entire city. The way Mamdani is going crazy for these guys. The way all the celebrities, the fans, like, I'm sure there are a lot of NBA players, stars, that watch these playoffs and watch these finals and are looking at it like, wow, I would love to have that kind of support. And so, does this start a dynasty? Kind of going back to your question earlier, Bruce, we don't know. But if we win another championship, even after Brunson is gone and retires or whatnot, it still traces back to him. And, with that, it goes back, in my opinion, for me, it goes back to Amari and Melo, right? 2 stars that decided to take their talents to New York City. And it took a lot of time, right? It took a lot of time, but I think it opened up that door for people to say, okay, I can go to the Knicks. Because I think before that, a lot of people feared it. A lot of players feared going to New York. The pressure, the lights, the booing, if you don't perform, if you this, that. Like, a lot of people, I think, were very hesitant to come to New York. And I think this is going to open the doors up for people to want to be a part of what we got going on, because it's something really, really special. And so, I'm so happy. I'm so excited for this for this parade. I cannot wait. I'll be there. I'll be there. We're driving out tomorrow. It's gonna be a long drive, but it's gonna be well worth it. It's gonna be so fucking worth the drive, because my team won, and we get to say we are the best basketball team in the world. We are the NBA champions of the world. And we're led by Jalen Brunson, Cat, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Alvarado, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet. We got Deuce McBride off the bench, Tyler Kolek, Ariel Hukporti. Like everybody had a hand in this, and including all of the former players. Right? That support was so real, and I think what we're building, and I hope that they understand and realize this. Right? The same way. I think I posted up here a couple weeks ago, like, who was it that dapped up Kevin Garnett? It was Anthony Edwards, right? Seeing moments like that, or seeing, Celtics players interacting with Paul Pierce and all those guys. Like, we are building something in New York City, right? Where I think players are gonna eventually want to play, and guys have paved the way. So I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be more proud of my guys. I can't believe that we won the championship. I still can't believe it. And best believe I'm going to lose my voice by Thursday. It's going to be gone. We're going to be drunk, and we're going to be at the parade, and it's going to be lit. So very quickly, what I've done the last 2 years is I'll take like a week or two off, usually after the finals. But clearly I've already kind of done that during the finals because I lost my voice. And so the plan is to kind of get right back to the content next week, and we'll get to the grind. We'll see what rumors they got going on, whatever the fuck's happening. But I'm gonna enjoy this championship, man. I'm gonna enjoy this championship. I'm gonna really enjoy this championship because I think that we've waited long enough as New York fans, and we got it. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to the Spurs. What an unbelievable season that we've had. I mean, talk about all of the storylines at the end of the season, from the beginning of the season and to now what's going into next year. And so we'll get into all of that, because all of that stuff comes second after the Knicks are NBA champions. So thank you guys for hanging out with me as always, man. I appreciate y'all for the ride. I appreciate y'all for hopefully understanding why I haven't been around for the last 2 weeks, man. But thank you guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts and show you guys my appreciation, because I know Eli and Elijah wasn't even in here. I know they wanted to hear what I had to say, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. So we'll be back here next week. Y'all have a great rest of y'all week. I'll be having a great week for me. So thank you guys. I'll see y'all later. Y'all could have been anywhere on the internet, but y'all were here with me. So thank you so much. Thank you, Bruce. Derpy, even though I spazzed, I appreciate you still. Don't get it twisted. I still do appreciate it, even though I spazzed. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Y'all have a great week. Stay safe, especially if you're going to be at the parade one way or the other. Thank you guys. I'll see